Good afternoon, everyone. How you doing? Welcome to Israel Doctrine Podcast. The title of today's show is The Shocking Reason People Avoid Talking to Me About Bambaataa. Number one, because I asked the only question that is devastating to Bambaataa existing. And that's what happened to that 2013 young boy that he date raped and got stabbed by, which is a criminal act. Stabbing, date raping, all of these things. It'll never get spoken of by the main people that you may listen to and stuff. But don't worry, we'll talk about it in just a few.
Should've taken with a blade to use a nine. Whatever, I just pray and do it right. I probably won't make it through the night. Tell him that it's been a suicide.
All right, y'all, we're going to play this song and then we'll get into the conversation.
Here we go, we're gonna send this one out to the old school. All these motherfuckers in the Bronx and Brooklyn and Staten Island, Queens, and all the motherfuckers that laid it down, the foundation, you know what I'm saying? Number love for the old school, that's what we're gonna do this one for, you feel me? What more could I say? I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the way. What more could I say? I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the way. What more could I say? I wouldn't be here today if the old I remember Mr. Magic Flash, Grandmaster Cass, LL, Raising Hell, but I didn't last every year rockin' was the shit to me. I flipped to see a Dougie Fresh show with Ricky D and Red Alert was putting in work. And Chuck Chill had my homies on the hill getting ill when shit was real. When I still remember raw with Daddy Kane, when De La Soul was putting potholes in the game. I can't explain how it was. Houdini had me puffing on that Buddha getting buzz. Cause there I was, them black parties in the projects and on my block. And think you don't stop sipping on that private side. Through my speaker, Queen Latifah and MC Light. Listen to Church KRS to get me through the night. With Taylor Rockin' Mantronics and Step to Sonic. Remember Pusha with the bar shit, looking like the old school. I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the way. Like the old school. I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the way. Like the old school. I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the way. Like the old school. I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the way. Like the old school. I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the way. Like the old school. I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the way. I had shell toes and DVDs. I kill the beats inside my leaves when I hit the streets. I'm playing Skelly Ring Olivio or Catch a Kiss. Before the homies in my hood learn to smack a bitch. I remember way back the week we they had too many seeds in the trade bag. I'm on the train heading uptown, freestyling with some wild kids from Bucktown. Profiling cause the hoop chief was sharing, checking what the niggas wearing. I'm wondering if that's ahead. I remember stick ball, bumping hoochies on the ball. I'm taking leaks on the steps, stinking up the hall. Through my childhood, wild as a juvenile. A young nigga trying to stay away from Rikers-Al. Me and my homies breaking eyes, trying to keep it true. Out on the roof, sipping 90 proof and looking like the old school. I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the way. Like the old school. I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the way. Like the old school. I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the way. Like the old school. I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the way. Like the old school. I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the way. Like the old school. I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the way. Remember popping and locking at Curtis Blow, the name belts, and Scott LaRock, the super hole back in Latin quarters. When Slick Rick was spitting lottie dottie, came in the hoochies at the neighborhood block parties. I remember break dancing the Melly Mel, tickling hot LL when he rocked the bells. Forget the TV, I'd rather hit the streets and do graffiti. Be careful, don't let the transit cops see me. Ain't nothing like the old school. I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't. It ain't nothing like the old old school. It ain't nothing like the old school. Hey, on the real though. Ain't nothing like the old school. Remember seeing Brooklyn go crazy up in the motherfucking party? Remember motherfuckers used to go, it's Brooklyn in the house, and motherfuckers would lose their goddamn mind. That's the old school to me. That's what I'm saying. I remember going places and motherfuckers were scared to say they was from anywhere but Brooklyn. That shit was the bomb back in the motherfucking old school, nigga. Remember Skelly, nigga, knocking niggas out the box, popping boxes? Remember Stickball? Remember niggas used to run that shit like that? Remember the block? Remember screaming up at your mom from the window? The ice cream truck? Remember the Italian ices, yo? Yo, remember the Italian ices? The Spanish niggas coming down with the coconut ices and shit? Came through the door, said it before. That was the shit.
All right, people.
Here's to
We're finna get into the show. We have a video here, which I will be playing in a few minutes, of Cuban Crisis, Brother Malik. I downloaded it. I got it set, ready to show to y'all. We ended at this time right here, 26 minutes and 15 seconds. We're going to start it back at that time frame when I get ready. But I want to take y'all and inform y'all about some other places you need to know about. If you're going to follow what I'm talking about and pay attention to what I'm trying to present to you all, because I am the most shocking person in this whole thing. No one wants to talk to me. Nobody wants to hear my information or none of that stuff. They're running a RICO on YouTube. And so every YouTuber is against me because they're making money in the illegal racketeering that they're doing. But you see this? Israel Doctrine, gatekeeper of the Africa Bambaataa narrative. This was written in 2017. This is what I was doing. I was calling for a new community order in 2017. This is written by Khalil Omani, who is a writer for Straight Stunning and All Hip Hop and other publications and stuff. Please listen to it.
Info activist Carl Albert was fight for order in 2017. Posted by Khalil Omani on November 28, 2017 at 11 p.m. Israel Doctrine, gatekeeper of the Africa Bambaataa narrative. By Khalil Omani, YouTuber Israel Doctrine.
So this is what he wrote, people. I'm just trying to introduce this to you because a lot of people may come to the podcast and ask, who is this guy that's talking all this jazz as if he knows something or he this and that, or been around or whatever. I've been around for a nice little minute.
In this internet world of YouTubers, which is filled to the rim with a motley crew of so-called conscious folk of various persuasions, who are constantly at odds with one another, sides are drawn in the internet sands and the war of words is more venomous than a cobra's bite. There are no rules of engagement for these YouTube combatants. All's fair in love and war.
All's fair in love and war. So this is him telling y'all he took this down because me and this guy became enemies because he's a CI. And he told me about DJ K. Slate telling him about what happened April the 1st, 2013 and everything. He was on my side until Troy Star Terrain, Layla Wheels, and Satinetta pulled him off my side.
Every great story needs a hero and an anti-hero, a protagonist and an antagonist. Enter Israel Doctrine and welcome to the Israel Doctrine Show. Who is Israel Doctrine? A YouTuber who has diligently done his homework in the Africa Bambaataa child molestation situation. Israel Doctrine is fiercely known for his scathing rebuke of Hassan Poppy Campbell's narrative of the events surrounding the Africa Bambaataa child molestation scandal. Israel's barrage of videos on Poppy are merciless, even epic. I don't know if this dude has a job or not, but like that viral video of that white boy who didn't want to fight one day, but the next day he said, I got time today. Israel Doctrine seems to have time today, and every day to go at Hassan, as evidenced by his rapid-fire succession of videos on Poppy.
Now, that's just a little introduction to who I am. This is my website, The True Israel of God. This is where I'll be fighting the Africa Bambaataa thing on my blog page and everything. You can go there, check it out. We have plenty more blogs and everything. But I'm going to take that down now. That's something you need to know. Now we're going to listen to Malik, Cuban Crisis.
Children that were in situations that their households were not the best, and come with me, child. Come with me. I'll let you live. DJ Too Fast, DJ Cabin. Don't we know somebody in Newark, New Jersey that was really cool with Lance, that's still cool with Lance? And don't we know that this individual, as a young man, had a grown man sleeping at his house? And I think Fast and you, I know we've been to this person's house, and you look at this person's house, well, where the fuck did Lance Taylor sleep at? And the same individual who was taken to Japan and was taken to Brazil and taken here and given Zulu kingship, and every time he did some reckless shit and people wanted to fuck him up, who was it that always protected him? That's just one situation. Hassan Campbell's just one situation. Ronald Savage is one situation. John Doe is another situation. There's more situations. So to talk about the youth, motherfucker, you created this shit to molest the youth. You used it to shield your dirty drawers, is what you did. You painted it. You made it look presentable. But it was a motherfucking game, is what the fuck you did. Look at John Wayne Gacy, the man who had the clown gig. He used the clown gig to get to the children. It's no different. Well, because he's on stage, he's in a basketball court, because he's DJing, because Zulu Nation is now global. Oh my God, we got Zulu chapters in France. We got them in Czechoslovakia. We got Zulu in Singapore. We got Zulus in Australia. To make evil look fair seeming. We got played, and we didn't even get molested, but we got played. How did we get played? Because the work that we put in, the dedication that we put in, and meanwhile, these motherfucking bums, what the fuck they do? I'll wait. Tell me when they established anything in their communities, while we were establishing things in the communities. When we were going to talk to different gangs in the communities, were any of them there with us? Did any of them say, you know what? Oh, damn, Brother Malik, Brother Enoch, y'all gonna go talk to Grape Street? Y'all gonna go talk to this group and to that group? Let us provide security for you, brothers. Did they do that? Did they do that? No, they didn't. They didn't do that. See, that's how an organization works. An organization has structure. Has structure. But let's keep reading what Ernie says. To hell with anyone who defames a man who has devoted his life to peace and dignity, who has been a beacon of generations of our youth. Panacoli suggested that the attack on Africa Bambaataa's character is due to the fact that he and his nation starkly criticized Rick Ross for his date rape lyrics on whatever the fuck that word's called. We know UOENO, adding, yeah, let's stop there. So all this happened.
Pause right quick. This is a copyright disclaimer under section 107 of the copyright 1976 allowance. Should be made for this video.
Because criticizing a Rick Ross song. Sort of like this other bum, this other weirdo. What's that guy's name? Stop it, babe. Lying piece of shit.
Shmir Bey.
It's been 6 years and some months. He has never produced yet his claims that he knew somebody in Zulu Nation that was with the FBI, and this FBI informant in the Zulu Nation provided him files and documents and shit, and proving that the reason they're coming after Lance Taylor is because Lance Taylor was teaching that we're Moors. If you don't shut the fuck up with that dumb shit. See, fast. See, Kevin, this is why when I was in it, this is why I didn't like the Nuwapians. This is why I didn't like the Moor shit, because it's bullshit. It's utter bull motherfucking shit. And it was proselytized and it was pushed upon young people who never took the goddamn time themselves to go to these places to learn, but rather hear secondhand information from an individual. And because, oh man, it's Bambaataa. It gotta be true. It gotta be the thing to do. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. Meanwhile, we're sitting in meetings and there's things that we could be discussing, such as the infrastructure of our organization, such as the infrastructure of our chapter, such as the infrastructure of Supreme World Council and World Council, such as the infrastructure that could be done to the coordinating committees, such as the things that we could have been working on by using, since this came about, to use hip hop as a means and a vehicle to combat capitalism, white supremacy. There could have been things that could have been done that we could have been doing greater grassroots work on a greater level in the communities. But the conversation has to be about reptilians and spaceships. The conversation has to be about martial arts, the style of martial arts I teach is an ancient Kemetic style. Motherfucker, what you're teaching is Japanese jiu-jitsu and you're calling it Kemetic martial arts, and that's not true. It's not true. Or how about the time that a man that came to the Universal meeting was talking about El Hajj Malik El Shabazz being a homosexual? Do you remember that one? Do you remember that? Or how about all the countless meetings that we had Nuwapians coming in there talking their Nuwapic nonsense? Why do you think that many people back in the late 90s and early 2000s stopped coming to the Universal meetings? Because they got tired of hearing about Dr. Pork pseudo information. That's one reason. Never underestimate the devil. I have known Bam for 35 years on this earth and can vouch for him as a man, as a human being, and as a mighty leader, and even as an icon. I will defend him with every breath I have in me. I can bear witness to his spirit and his warmth and his leadership. Well, for his birthday, ironically, Wikipedia lists his birthday as being tomorrow, April 19th. However, sources say his actual birthday was April 17th on that Wednesday, where he turned 56. See, look, he's already some Dr. Pork shit. How motherfucking old is he? You know, you got to go through the fucking paperwork. If there's any question as to whether or not Africa Bambaataa, I say, if there's any question as to whether or not Lance Taylor still got it, check him out performing live at Radio City Music Hall March 30th to Sold Out Crowd. Okay, so there you go. Sold Out Crowd. All right, there you go. All right. So that was what was stated. That's what was stated. That's what was stated. Chest pains. No, there was no chest pains. There was a stabbing. That's what it was. That's what it was. Proceeding.
So again, this is a copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. This should be allowed because Layla Wills, Troy Star Terrain, Khalil the Money, and others that's down with Bambaataa has been flagging my channels for years now. DJ K Slay, a lot of wicked people that want to keep Bambaataa walking the streets, sleeping with little boys, attack me.
Proceeding. I'm not going to play this video, but we're going to go down memory lane. You see this? This is new leader of Zulu Nation officially named, watching internal videos sent to members regarding Africa Lance Taylor. There was no leader named in that. Okay, so here we have Pepsi. With the Yankee hat, we have Ahmed Henderson. He is the second founder of Zulu Nation. Then you have in the middle with the laptop, you have Muhammad Islam, and then you have Big F, and the other two gentlemen, I cannot recall their names. I apologize. If somebody does, please put it in the chat. I just can't remember the names. So he reads this, and they're saying, oh, we're against it. We stand with the victims, and blah, 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 blah. You stand with the victims, and you're saying that this man was kicked out of the Zulu Nation. He's no longer the leader, but you were at Crotoro Park the motherfucking other day with this motherfucker. And he was never kicked out of position because he owns Zulu Nation. You see this thing in the back? It's called a flag. Okay, this is the original flag. These are the original colors of Zulu Nation, white and black. You see this shit right here? This is called the wisdom face. Universal Zulu Nation. Lance Taylor owns the logo. He owns the name. These people was on, I can speak for at least three, maybe F, I'm not sure, but these three, Pepsi, Ahmed, Muhammad, they were on his payroll. And he's kicked out? The fuck out of here. Use your motherfucking brains, man. Use your brain. Use your brain. Just use it for once. Use it. Christ. Now let's keep moving. Let's see. You know what? Let's see. You know what? Let's hear the fucking conversation. Let's hear it. Let's hear the fucking official statement where Lance Taylor is stepped down. It's 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Let's listen. Okay?
Peace. This is Ahmed Henderson, the co-founder of the Universal Zulu Nation and now the head of the Universal Zulu Nation. The official statement comes from us right here.
Peace and love from the Universal Zulu Nation. We, the Supreme and World Councils of the Universal Zulu Nation, based in New York City, who are in control of the Universal Zulu Nation, who has the only authority, are taking this time to address the membership and global community in regards to Africa Bambaata's role in our organization. We are publicly announcing the official removal of Africa Bambaata from the Universal Zulu Nation. Based on the numerous allegations of child molestation, we as an organization cannot allow these accusations to tarnish the name and or legacy of the Universal Zulu Nation. We take these allegations very seriously because we are a youth-driven organization with the mission of saving young lives through the advent of hip-hop culture all around the world. Until these allegations are addressed by Africa Bambaata, we cannot allow Africa Bambaata to be a part of our worldwide movement. As a point of clarification, Africa Bambaata has not been the leader of the UZN since 1994. In 1994, UZN started a global realignment in order to better serve our global communities. It was during this realignment phase that Africa Bambaata handed the reins of the UZN over to the Supreme and World Councils. Though we respect Africa Bambaata for his humanitarian efforts, work within the UZN, and his overall contributions to hip-hop culture, we can in no way allow these great things to cloud our judgment. The Zulu Nation has an obligation to its members and global communities to address any of these allegations of such a serious nature. Today's Universal Zulu Nation continues to operate under the principles of peace, unity, love, wisdom, understanding, freedom, justice, equality, overcoming the negative through the positive, and having fun to serve a higher purpose.
Let me stop you right there. That is the 15th belief. What does Zulu Nation stand for? That is the 15th belief. So when you hear people always constantly saying, peace, love, unity, having fun, that is mentioned in the 15th belief, but that is not the totality. That is not what encompasses the 15th belief. What's that first belief? Knowledge. Wisdom, the second. Understanding. It's very clear that you can say peace, love, unity, having fun all you want, but you're lacking knowledge to know, you're lacking wisdom, wise words and wise actions, and you're lacking the most crucial part of knowledge and wisdom, which is understanding, which is the application to the knowledge and the wisdom. And then you mentioned truth and equality. Where is the equality? Where is the truth? But we just want to stick on peace, love, unity, having fun. And what's very interesting in that is you would hear many times Lance Taylor told me, "Oh, those parties are losing. They just want to have." He's seen it. Even he's seen it, and the people didn't listen. Which is why when people were doing things in their chapters and stuff, this is why many of us objected to it just being some party shit. We can have that, but we got shit to motherfucking handle in our quote unquote nation, and we got things to handle in the community. It's not just about having fun and shooting the shit and smoking a blunt and looking at some fat ass. Work. But let's continue. And by the way, the Tribe Called Quest song, who Muhammad Islam to this day is still the security for Tribe Called Quest, from what I know. The song "I'm on a World Tour," that song he's the one being mentioned in the song. I'm on a world tour with Muhammad and my man. He's the one being mentioned. So this Muhammad Islam ain't no Johnny Come Lately. Ahmed Henderson is not no Johnny Come Lately. Big F ain't no Johnny Come Lately. Pepsi ain't no Johnny Come Lately, and I can't remember these two other men's names back here, but I have seen them for years. These people didn't just pop up overnight. But the thing is, many of you have popped up overnight, and many of you were not in this and don't know a lot of shit, and you listen to information that can be a little problematic. And then you got people that were in it, but they just heard, but didn't listen. They didn't leave their eyes open. It was a social club for some people. It was many different things for different people, depending on who you speak to. And what it was they were trying to get out of it. What was their end game with this shit? But for many of us, what this was about for us, it was about Blacks and Latinos in particular, and globally human beings, to being productive and organized.
That's it, folks. That's it. We're going to stop it at. I want to stop it at this time frame right here for 42 minutes and 55 seconds. And we're going to bring it back to you tomorrow, 12 noon. That's when we go live. And 5 o'clock. That's when we go live. We might do the huddle tonight. I don't know. It depends on how I feel in a few. But I do have therapy tomorrow. I'm a stroke victim, people, because of the stress of this, going to jail, going up and down the highways, and all the stuff that Layla Wills, that wicked hood rat, coochie mama from Ida B. Wells projects in Chicago, Illinois, took me through, because I asked a simple question. What happened to that 2013 victim that her son Campbell said he took a picture to murder? And with that said, I'm going to leave out like I came in. We're going to go back to Tupac Shakur, old school, and we're going to vacate the building playing what we came in on. So with that said, we're gonna get Tupac on screen and we're gonna play the song and we're gonna exit. Hopefully y'all have a fine day. Come listen tomorrow at 12 o'clock. If you can't make it, come back at 5 o'clock. We'll be here. Until then, enjoy the song.
Here we go. We're going to send this one out to the old school. All these motherfuckers in the Bronx and Brooklyn and Staten Island, Queens, and all the motherfuckers that laid it down, the foundation. You know what I'm saying? Number love for the old school. That's what we're going to do this one for. You feel me?
What more can I say? I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the way. What more can I say? I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the way. What more can I say? I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't
I
pave the
remember
way.
Mr. Magic Flash, Grandmaster Cass, LL, raising hell, but I didn't last every day and rockin' was the shit to me. I flipped to see a Ducky Fresh show with Ricky D and Rattle Earth was putting in work. And Chuck Chill had my homies on the hill getting ill when shit was real. When I still remember raw with Daddy Kane, when De La Soul was putting potholes in the game. I can't explain how it was. Houdini had me puffing on that Buddha getting buzz. Cause there I was, them block parties in the projects and on my block. And think you don't stop sipping on that private side. Through my speaker, Queen Latifah and MC Light. Listen to Trench KRS to get me through the night. With Taylor Rockin' Mantronics and Step Sonic. Remember Pusha with the bond shit. Nothing like the old school.
What can I say? I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the way.
Like the old
What
school.
can I say? I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the way.
Like the old
What
school.
can I say? I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave
Getting
the
up
way.
like the old
What
school.
can I say? I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the way.
Like the old
What
school.
can I say? I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the way.
Like the old
What
school.
can I say? I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the
I
way.
had shell toes and BBDs. I kill a piece of something leaves when I hit the streets. I'm playing Skelly Ring Olivio or Catch a Kiss. Before the homies in my hood learn to smack a bitch. I remember way back the week weed they had. Too many seeds in the trade bag. I'm on the train heading uptown. Freestyling with some wild kids from Uptown. Profiling cause the hoop chick was staring. Checking where the niggas wearing. I'm wondering the pass ahead. I remember stick ball, Uncle Hookie's on the ball. I'm taking leaps on the steps, thinking up the hall. To my childhood, wild as a juvenile. A young nigga trying to stay away from Rikers Ave. Me and my homies breaking eyes, trying to keep it true. Out on the roof, sipping 90 proof and looking like the old
What
school.
can I say? I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the
Looking
way.
like the old
What
school.
can I say? I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the
Looking
way.
like the old
What
school.
can I say? I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the way.
Like the old
What
school.
can I say? I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the way.
Like the
What
old
can
school.
I say? I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the
Looking
way.
like the old
What
school.
can I say? I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the way.
Remember popping and locking at Curtis Blow, the name belts, and Scotland Rock the Super Hole back in Latin quarters. When Slick Rick was spitting Lottie Dottie, came in the hoochies at the neighborhood block parties. I remember break dancing the Melly Mel, Jekyll and Hyde LL when he rocked the bells. Forget the TV, I'd rather hit the streets and do graffiti. Be careful, don't let the transit cops see me. Ain't nothing like the old
What
school.
can I say? I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't
It ain't nothing like the old
What
school.
can I say? I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't
It ain't nothing like the old
What can I
school.
say? I wouldn't be
Hey,
here today
for the real though.
if
Ain't nothing like the old
What
school.
can I say? I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the way. What more can I say? I wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the way.
Remember seeing Brooklyn go crazy up in the motherfucking party? Remember motherfuckers used to go, it's Brooklyn in the house, and motherfuckers would lose their goddamn mind. That's the old school to me. That's what I'm saying. I remember going places and motherfuckers were scared to say they was from anywhere but Brooklyn. That shit was the bomb back in the motherfucking old school, nigga. Remember Skelly nigga knocking niggas out the box, popping boxes? Remember Stickball? Remember niggas used to run that shit like that? Remember the block? Remember screaming up at your mom from the window? The ice cream truck? Remember remember the Italian ices, yo? Yo, remember the Italian ices? The Spanish niggas coming down with the coconut ices and shit?
the door, said it